tagang tatamua Sikuak na nenang nagunweng kayo para Nasiwana na maging nagamot nera Nabukatan yung tagang ko so bagog na inalamaw na Iyohingin na yung akang mo nulawitan mo yung obria futo Akasit maging kayo naga Untuk maiba ng kapsikan Manwengan mo yung kaino Apabea futo Upang magisita ka So'y mabiyaya ng pangwabangan Open mangkewain Yun itang magsisigwa Ibang kailangan naman Katayak sirana Pupusin na kahit ang waisin Mas mabiyak At sa tanak na magmatya Inang naimanawan Open mangkewain Yun itang magsisigwa Inang naimanawan Katayak sirana Pupusin na kahit ang waisin Mas mabiyak Sa tatak lamang kanyan, inang nainagawan Aron naman, yung iyong tutotagang Se manuring kena, yung futo kamemanan Se ameging ikokwanan, yung anurutut na tutotagang Se andeng weimate, yung ranang kubong mapusimang Aron naman, yung iyong tutotagang Se manuring kena, yung futo kamemanan Se ameging ikokwanan, yung anurutut na tutotagang Se andeng weimate, yung ranang kubong mapusimang Se andeng weimate, yung ranang kubong mapusimang Natalo ko si tagang tatamua Sikuak na nenang nagunweng kayo para Nasiwana na maging nagamot nera Nabukatan yung tagang ko so bagog na inalamaw na Iyohingin na yung akang mo nulawitan mo yung obria futo Akasit maging kayo naga Untuk maiba ng kapsikan Manwengan mo yung kaino Apabea futo Upang magisita ka So'y mabiyaya ng pangwabangan Open mangkewain Yun itang magsisigwa Ibang kailangan naman Katayak sirana Pupusin na kahit ang waisin Mas mabiyak At sa tanak na magmatya Inang naimanawan Open mangkewain Yun itang magsisigwa Inang naimanawan Katayak sirana Pupusin na kahit ang waisin Mas mabiyak At sa tatak lamang kanyan Inang nainagawan Aron naman Yung iyong tutotagang Se manuring kena Yung futo kamemanan Se ameging ikokwanan Yung anurutut na tutotagang Se andeng weimate Yung ranang kubong mapusimang Aron naman Yung iyong tutotagang Se manuring kena Yung futo kamemanan Se ameging ikokwanan Yung anurutut na tutotagang Se andeng weimate Yung ranang kubong mapusimang Se andeng weimate Yung ranang kubong mapusimang 希望。 Nabukatan yung tagang puso Bakog na ito na mauna Yoingin na yung akang Nulawitan mo yung obriya futo Agasit kabi kayo naga Tutok na iba ng kapsika Panwengan mo yung kaino Kapablea futo Upang mag-isikata So mabiyaya magpamwa-pamwa Ope mangkewae Yun itang magsisikwa Inang nawan Patayak sirana Pumapusin na kahit ang waisimus mapia Pagsitan ang nakamatyan Inang nainanawan Ope mangkewae Yun itang magsisikwa Inang nainanawan Patayak sirana Pumapusin na kahit ang waisimus mapia Pagsitan ang nakamatyan Inang nainanawan Aron naman Yung iyong nutotama Se manuring dena Yung futo kamemana Se ameging ikopwanan Yung anurturut na nutotama Se andeng weimate Yung ranang tubong mapusilang Aron naman Yung iyong nutotama Se manuring dena Yung futo kamemana Se ameging ikopwanan Yung anurturut na nutotama Se andeng weimate Yung ranang tubong mapusilang Se andeng weimate Yung ranang tubong mapusilang
All right, mic test. We're live, I think. And this is what I decided to redraw for the night. Whether I actually finish it tonight or not is the big question. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm also going to put one of my previous musical projects from 2019 as background music. Oh crap. I don't have an easy way of doing that, huh? Open with. I'm not sure VLC does playlists. Oh crap, that's so loud. Uh, okay. I think those audio levels should be better. Holy crap, there's a lot of bots in the chat. Oh my. I guess I cannot add these to. Oh. Am I unable to like make a playlist in VLC? I honestly haven't explored using VLC for music. Let me see, playlist. Okay. It did put everything, so that's good. Let me start with the first one. So this musical project was called 575 for the meter of a haiku. The first line of a haiku has 5 syllables, and then the next one has 7, and then the next has 5. Basically 3-liner poems. Oh shit. It's actually part of a small, well, mini album that I released in the past called Artificial Nature. And I even made this booklet for it that had, how do I call this? It also had the poems that I wrote for the album there. I think I'm gonna make this wallpaper sense. Okay, there we go. It shouldn't interfere with my mic now. I don't even remember how I did this piece. Like if I started with the background first or the background was an afterthought, considering the color scheme, I think the background was an afterthought. There's something I forgot to open before I started. Which, okay, I can still catch that up. I wonder why there's so many mods. Is it because this is a art thing? I really have no idea how to do this. So I'm just winging it. Now I'm not using my dominant hand to do this. Not really because I'm lazy, but because I'm just trying to enjoy the process. So based on how I can still see the gray on top, I think some over there. Not sure if it's a water brush or if I use something else. I feel like water gives a better effect because there's something with the way that side renders blurry that makes it look very, I forgot the term. I mean, you could also see it when using water brushes in regular vanilla side, but it's not as bad as like blur. I cannot describe it in any language. It just is. I feel like it'd be nice to add some darkness here. If I finish this here, that would be great. But if I don't, that's also fine. So there's a bit of a fog pigment effect. How do you even pronounce that word? This texture, whatever it's called, that's the thing that I kind of struggle with. I'm gonna do the false snow effects, like figure out how to do that later and just sketch the character first. I've really taken a liking to using this particular brush for character sketches. How did I do that hat? I'm not even sure what material that's supposed to be. So your ear is supposed to be somewhere there. Oh no, it's getting too light. So because I didn't really improve that much as far as my work is concerned. But we'll see. So she has. Oh crap, her neck is here. Of course. First thing I forget is her neck placement. Foreshortening. So this side should. Yes. This isn't even really artistic process. I don't like shapes. Just want to bring stuff like this. So I'm trying to observe myself doing some of those. Trying to see arms. And use So that's a basic sketch, but my dilemma is how I'm going to replicate the blindness portrait. So let's just duplicate that. Can we bring it from there? Use black. Let's make it like this. Because using pure black for shading, it makes the thing look, I don't know the word, flat? I'm not sure, honestly. Why are there so many bots on the chat? I'm also kind of debating what to do with the color scheme. I mean, obviously, I have a different way of doing, how do I say this? I have a different way of doing uh, ambient lighting, which is, that's just making it sound fancy. I basically just cheat it. I think my mic needs some compensation. Okay, test. Test. Okay. Looks like I need to add more gain. How much gain is enough gain? That's the question. I'm not even sure if I'm being like choppy. Alright, test, testing. Not sure if it's the gain that's not enough. Or like, okay, test. Because what they say is in OBS, your voice should reach like the yellow thing often. I want to make sure that I put my mic in a place where it's comfortable enough without, like, having to reach. Oh shit, it's going to rip. Without having to sacrifice my posture. Yeah, that's the word. Okay. Not really sure if I should lower the audio. Hang on. There you go. So I think I'm gonna start with the skin. I'm planning to make this like to blend everything in a single layer eventually. I feel like going full single layer is gonna be hell. Dang, this is a very bright shade I chose for the skin background. Very bold. Oh, what's this? Fixed. Hats. I forgot what these kinds of hats are called, but there's a term for them. Why don't you use the bucket tool? I don't wanna. Since I'm done with some of those lines, maybe I can erase them. Still showing here. Just making future me's life a little easier. Since it's been ages since I've done this. Honestly, when it comes to like artistic projects, there's something I do every year that I forgot to do last year, because honestly, what is last year? Like, what is it really? I think I also like forgot to do a 2008 version, 2018 version of it, so fair enough. Wow, excuse me. Then scarf color. I'm just gonna take the base colors. I'm not gonna rely on the original for, how do I say this? I'm not gonna rely on the original for shading, so that I don't get, I don't know, biased with whatever choices I made back then. So I will have to change the color of these later. I'm honestly not sure if this is what you can call improvement, or if this is just a difference in style. Could honestly be both at this point. Who knows? I do have a bit of the sniffles, just allergic rhinitis flaring up. Whoever decided on these colors, I don't know what hit me that day, why I used those colors, but I generally approve. Honestly, I wish I had an eye for color, but color theory is something that I'm not really friends with. Okay, let's save it before I lose anything important. Ooh. Oh no! That's not what I intended to do at all. Okay, let's just fill this so that the hair has a more streaky look around it. This green is too bright. And it makes me wonder, do winter jackets like these exist, like the coloring? Because like in my experience, winter jackets have usually been dark colors, not like super bright ones. And this is like painfully bright. It's not like eye strain levels yet, but well, I mean, it increases visibility. But oh, I forgot to color part of the scarf there. Okay, let's fix that. One time I'm gonna cheat that aspect. Oops, what did I do? Like the structure of the clothes, pretty simple. So I feel like unless I either over detail it or something to that effect, I don't think I mess this one up. Very bright skirts. Just gonna put it in another layer that I'm gonna merge here just to be sure. Oops. There you go. And then what color should it be? Probably match it. And then there's the aspect of her hair. Oh, let's make it lighter a bit so I could still see what's happening underneath. Whatever happened to the color there? Oh, okay. That's my bad. Since I'm gonna merge all of these anyway, I guess whatever parts I didn't put enough color on won't be like super noticeable. This will be fun, but also scary. I honestly like roughness in my work, and generally in other people's work. It kind of has this more organic feel, like not too polished. I also try to clean up so much also isn't that good. Yeah, it should be coming from one purposes. And I'll be back. So I dropped by my room for a bit, and apparently my bed sheet got pulled off. Probably while I was sleeping or something. Hang on a sec. Where did I put my graphics tablet? There we go. Found it. It kind of feels weird to eventually draw tears here. How did I even draw the tears? I remember around this time, around the time I made this original drawing, people were like, the way that you draw tears is so artificial. Like, what do you expect? What do you friggin' expect, man? What? What's happening? Oh, okay. I understand. Maybe light source can be coming from here instead of this one where the light source is basically all over the place. As long as I make sure to keep the shadows on this side, I will remember that the light source is coming from the right side. this like in English. Yeah, I just said I don't like using the blur tool for big areas. Okay, I don't like using it for small areas either, I guess. It's okay for me. You can say you don't like using the blur tool, period. Except when you're actually blurring stuff. So like what's going to be challenging here is how I'm going to apply the texture. Don't get me wrong, I plan to hand paint the texture because apparently I'm a masochist like that. Oh crap, how am I gonna do this though? Okay, I think that should be fair. And then I'm just gonna add highlights on my hair later. Wait, did I unmute my mic? Yeah, I did. Okay, very good. I will fix this area later. I'm gonna focus on one area at a time, or at least try to do that. So basically this part should be darker. Something like that. No, that's too dark. I don't even remember how I usually shade hair. Because I don't really have to do it that often. I don't draw that often anymore to warrant it. I do remember having this very weird approach to it, the way that I streaked hair. Like I started from some part up in the hair. Oh, so for example, I have this. It would probably do me better to make the brush size thinner, more granular, something like that. Basically, I want that rough feeling to be conveyed, but I also don't want the pencil sketch lines to be shown, at least not be so prominent. I think this one is looking very promising. So for some parts, I do have to do that. I don't think this is what I did the last time I did hair. But if it works, it works. Kind of looks unfinished, unpolished in this part. Pretty sure I can fix, add more highlights, more volume to the hair later. Honestly, it's like I can picture it, but I don't know how to execute it, which is always very hard. bit of the scarf wedding. Oh, I mentioned light source here. Maybe make this part that in general. I should have done this part first. What is with these? I might as well get rid of them. This is shaping so far. Why is it like this? Oh, okay. That's really in color. Yeah, lips are not my favorite thing to paint or draw. To adjust this. Uh, Definitely not the best execution, but it is what it is. I don't like working on a single lead. Not much has changed, maybe. Textures are gonna be the death of me. Oh shit, did I have my mic off for like the last few minutes? Because holy crap, that's awkward. Sorry about that. And of course, not really totally simping other friends while I'm taking a break with my hands. Oh, Wooden just arrived. Oh, hi. Sorry about that. I went to sleep at 12 a.m. and woke up like 20 minutes ago. What time is it by you guys? 5 hours sleep, not bad. Damn. Yeah, I do hope you could get like better sleep soon, though. Dude, sounds I don't know. Usually when I wake up in the middle of the night, in the middle of sleeping, it's usually just to pee and then I go back to sleep. But maybe yeah. It could be stress. Is something eating you up, man? Or the heat? Yeah. Uh, I also find it very hard to sleep when it's hot. Might as well chill here. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I'm almost done with this thing, I think, unless I want to torture myself and like do a knit texture on the shirt and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to do that though. But yeah, you're always welcome to chill here. I really appreciate it. I don't even know if what I did here was like snow or rain. Kind of looks like both, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to like. Oh shit, my window kind of froze. Yeah, it froze. Damn it. Uh Holy crap. So that's fine, but it won't save. And the scroll thing is locked. What gives? Oh, okay, yeah. That's that's basically like, you know how with dojins they're like dojin circles? That's just the name of my dojin circle. We went through many names in the past. That thing just means moonflower in my native language, basically. Oh shit. Okay. I know now why my thing wasn't responding. It was because it was on the chat window thing. Yeah. We had names in the past like infection control because like most of us were medical related, and then Skyfall system because someone got way too inspired with the James Bond movie and was like, why don't we name our Dojin circle that? Then I just decided to change it to something more reflective of my background because that Dojin circle does mostly local things. We don't really do international things except the songs. Most of them are in English. Though we also have stuff in my native language, but that's not technically under the project pages. So there's like two of us right now since another person quit. Oh shit, it's not appearing. Duh, it's on transparency lock. But yeah, we mostly do comics, art. Back when conventions were a thing, like art conventions, we would table in those conventions. But like the old names that we had were very cringy. So we decided to change it to something that's a little more, I don't know, local flavored. because there are a lot of people who use like Japanese names on their circles, and okay, that's cool for them, that's good for them, but it's not for us. Especially since the art we make isn't really anime styled, so it feels like it doesn't really match. Though we never really had a Japanese named circle. Uh Actually, like, one of the people in the circle is she draws in like Western cartoon style. Um I'm trying to think of like cartoons that are pretty close to her style, but I know SpongeBob SquarePants is like one of her biggest inspirations. So there's stuff like that. Trying to see how this looks when not really happy with the idea of this. I know I can just like um I know I can just copy paste textures from the internet, but no, not really. Avatar is actually really far from her style. The last time I had to do clothes textures manually, it was hell, and it was just a fraction of... Because honestly, the original that I did in 2011 doesn't even have any texturing at all. I just wanted to see what it would look like on the shirt. I think I can do away with it on the shirt. I'll just do it on the scarf. Because like a scarf is more obviously, or like it's kind of clearer for a scarf to be knit, but not so much for like a shirt. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking when I chose these colors. I'm redrawing something from 2011. Oh yeah. What is it, dude? Yeah, I have. I do watch some Hololive, Niji Sanji. I'm more of a Hololive guy though. My favorites are Watame, Akai Hato, what's the name of the dog one? Inugami Korone. Not so much of her. I don't really get to watch her that much, but she's also funny. Niji Sanji, I'm not so much on the Japanese ones. I'm more of on the Indonesian ones since I can kind of understand them. My native language is not Filipino. It's actually closer to Indonesian. Hololive, yeah, I have seen them. They are all over my timeline, but I haven't actually watched anything from Council. A lot of people are in love with second gen of Holo, and is that the name of one of them? I am not really paying that much attention to Holo Myth and Holo Omen. Oh, interesting. I really wanna look at them. Like, I wanna see their promotional thing first before I judge if there's anyone that I think I'm gonna simp for. At least with Holo N, I feel like their content is, well, obviously more accessible to a wider audience because it's in English. But I mean, for me, Holo N wise, right? Amelia Watson, for some reason, I couldn't connect to her that much. I do appreciate the memes. She's just not my type of VTuber. I think I have this gravitation towards the more shitposty ones. Akai Hato, actually, the Hachama thing was a little confusing for me to follow. I preferred her regular content, not the Hachama stuff that much. And part of me, it's also My attention is divided when it comes to Holo right now. I'm not really paying attention to Holo Live much because Niji Sanji Indonesia also did something. Their female VTubers have new costumes, and on a cultural aspect, I'm really interested in those since I'm also a cultural preservationist. Kiryu Koko, yeah. I like Kaicho. Watame, of course. Honestly, I don't know anyone yet who's into Hololive who doesn't like Watame. Omaru Polka, I don't really get to see her content that much. Shiranui Flare, actually, pretty good. Yeah, that's understandable because, like, their content's not in a language that you really. Oh, you don't really watch the English branch of Hololive, yeah. Me neither. Like, I just know about them in passing. I tend to watch the Japanese ones first. The VTuber that got me into Hololive was actually it was Inugami. But I started watching it more because of Kiryu Koko. I do admit that she really did something in terms of making Holo Live and its projects have a more global reach. Yeah. ID does English streams as well. I'm just not into them. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. A lot of the marketing that they use for the Indonesian market is very different from the global market. It's really an acquired taste, I might say so. Matsuri. Uh, I don't think I've been able to catch that much of Matsuri's stuff, and I'm not really the kind Fubuki, but I don't keep up with her too much. Yeah, I watch Fubuki as well sometimes, but yeah, I don't keep up with her much. The ones I really kept up with are Hato, uh, Kiryu Koko, and Watame. And then the rest was just like, okay, if I catch your stuff, then I catch your stuff. But if I don't, I don't. And I don't really like try to keep up with it. I kind of appreciate though that Hato decided to like take over the Reddit shitpost reviews. That's a void in my Hololive heart that I thought would never get filled again. Because like I couldn't imagine anyone but Kaicho doing it. But I think Hato kind of has a decent amount of English experience. So I think she can handle it well. I mean, apparently she studied in Australia. Apparently she was also here. But like, I kind of find it funny that people mention the prison-like school in the Philippines because like, I could only think of a few schools that are like that, and they're usually exclusive schools, is what we call them. They're schools that are either all boys or all girls, so probably that kind of school. I got really pissed off at Kiara when she was the featured guest in the Reddit shitpost review. Yeah, I did not like that, man. That was pain for my ears. That was also pain. In general, it's not that I don't like Kiara, it's that I cannot describe it. I just didn't like it that much. I didn't enjoy that one. I think one of my favorites when it comes to Reddit shitpost review, just a slap in the face when she didn't stop talking through the yeah. She could be a bit of a mouthful, actually. How do I say this? Reddit shitpost review. My favorite one was the one where where Kaicho made a soundboard of Yago. That was funny. And then she would act as if she was actually talking with Yago. That was phenomenal for me. Thankfully, she got what she deserved. No comment, man. I don't really want to like trash on VTubers that other people probably appreciate. I just found that particular Reddit shitpost review, her guesting was just annoying to me. But like, I don't have any other opinions about Kiara that much. I don't really watch her. And then I also found it interesting that like three of the girls, apparently, I'm not sure if it's like in real life or whatever, that they decided to like live in the same place, rent the same place. That was cute. Kind of feel sad for Hato though, like because of the pandemic, she's not in Japan right now, and a lot of people, Kali got tired of her Takamori BS and ignored her. Yeah, man, I don't really watch Kali stuff. I'm not much of a Hololive N person. Chad move from Daddy Kali. Yeah, man. I do like Kali's aesthetic though. Like the aesthetic of the character is nice. It's just that I don't really get the chance to, and I'm kind of really bad with dividing my attention. I um, cannot watch multiple streams at the same time. Twitch is an exception. I tend to, lurk on multiple people's streams at the same time. But like YouTube, man, nah. My attention span cannot handle it. What? Did I say something? Cats just stole my pillow. Yeah, they do that. Perks of being a cat owner, also not perks of being it. Have your cats ever done this thing where like you're sleeping and then they wake you up because they're like sleeping on your... Yeah, you mentioned that they sleep on your chest and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if they do this thing where they scratch you. They use you as a scratching post while you're asleep. I hate that shit, man. Annoying. And like, I love my cats. No. Fortunate for you. Good for you. Not a fun feeling. I would wake up in the morning, I have scratch marks on my body. Obviously, I know where they come from. The cats. Soma does hiss at me from time to time. Yeah, Hina used to do that a lot with me, but mostly when I like bait her with fake fish. I like teasing my cats, man. I just slap his ass and send him back to my room. Well, you're showing him who's boss. Your cats are cute though, not gonna lie. Cause like, all my life, my cats are the calico ones. The one that's like orange, white thing. Not really the ones with very fancy fur patterns. He still hisses at me afterwards. Yeah, like a true cat does. He loves it apparently. He comes back! He wants you to boss him around, basically. Either to follow me and piss me off. Nah, man, I'm pretty sure that's just cats' way of showing that they love us. That's it. Or to jump on my shoulder to follow me outside. If there's anything that makes me happy about my dog, my cats were always like, they always wanted to go outdoors. You cannot keep them inside the house. I do have a traumatic experience with one of my cats being killed by a rat. I do not want to talk about that, but that is the one cat that doesn't go outside. That one just stayed indoors and just dead ass got killed by a rat. But most of my cats are outdoor cats. My dogs are indoorsies. They don't like going outside. They will stop following me to the staircase, or they will stop following me to the door. Like, if I go outside, they just stay there, which is nice. But when I tell the dog to just stay, or to stay in place, or to sit, it won't follow me. But it is a puppy, so needs to be trained. Getting better with the pee now. Doesn't pee everywhere, but my mom still complains that it pees on her sometimes. But it never peed on me. I guess it knows that I own it. It doesn't own me. I used to have another black cat back at my mom's house. Mom tried to put them together. What happened, man? Did they just have a hissing contest or something like that? Because I don't see that being out of the ordinary. My cat and dog. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like two cats being put together. So she put the cat inside a big ass cage, and once we were outside of their view, the dog just went ham on the cage. That's dogs, man. Dogs and cats are two kinds of stupid, in an adorable way, but like I mentioned, two kinds of stupid, so they're stupid in different ways. Both cute, but there's a reason why some people are cat people and some people are dog people. I had to kick his ass that day. Poor dog, poor you. Both of you, I feel bad. I think I'm almost done with the figure. I'm just not sure how to do this effect kind of thing. I wish I could clap all the dogs in the world. I hate dogs, except for huskies. Yeah, huskies are pretty cute. I used to hate dogs. I have a trauma with dogs in the past. I got bitten by one. And then I decided I hated them. Then I decided to give them another chance because we adopted a dog. This one is pretty okay. He's not too hyper. Because one of my issues with dogs is they're too playful. They move around too much. At least with cats, they're either very hyperactive or they're very lazy. There almost seems to be no in between. I'm not really sure about actually owning a husky though. Like, I'm not sure if I'd actually want one. We should probably space the white dots. I still consider myself more of a cat person, that being said. But this place where I currently live, not really great for cats. They always seem to get into trouble, eat something poisonous when I let them out, because none of my cats want to stay indoors apparently. If we didn't have chickens, would I get another cat? Definitely. What I don't like about this program is the brushes are kind of very limited. I can make my own, but they're not like with Photoshop where it's like, do one stroke, and then you have a lot of... Oh shit, speaking of dogs, I can actually hear a neighbor's dog. I'm pretty sure that's not mine. It actually puts less strain in my hands if I do a full stroke instead of just try to make dots. Okay, at least whoever owns that dog, it stopped making noise. Please. I think what I appreciate with cats is that they don't make a lot of noise. Dogs are very yappy. And if you're a low energy kind of person, it's hard to keep up with them. I kinda miss my cats. Just not a good idea with the chickens right now. Because like I mentioned last time, they like to steal the eggs of our chickens for some reason. And I actually eat those eggs. I did have a cat before that was white. The fur was white and the eyes were blue. Apparently those ones are blind. I'm not sure. That one got lost after a while. And then there's also that cat who someone accidentally killed by feeding it something that it's not supposed to eat. Because like cats and other animals, they cannot digest certain food. It's kind of like people who feed chocolate to dogs. Yeah, you should. But whenever you are able to though, man, it's not something that you like force. I just don't know what to stream though. You were streaming D&D sessions, right? At least I think that was your last few ones. D&D is actually something I wanted to get into, but like none of my friends are good at being dungeon masters. So we just stare, look at everyone else play D&D. I used to, but my mic broke. Okay. So games that don't require a mic. That's a lot of games actually. Unless you've already played like a lot of stuff, we don't get together that often to play D&D anymore. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Very fair point. Unless people were specifically following you for a specific kind of game, I think you could go with streaming whatever you like. I have a mic, just not a professional mic. Yeah, that's valid. I bought a quote-unquote professional mic. Oh, the blue snowball one. Yeah, that one's good. I have one of those condenser mics. Really intended more for singing than for streaming. It's kind of bad for streaming though. I have to do a lot of manual adjustments. That one broke. That's sad. Those are kind of expensive too, right? At least as far as I remember. I've been doing Dead by Daylight streams. Yeah, those are very popular. I watch a lot of people who do Dead by Daylight. I have been wanting to play it, but everyone I want to play with, their time zones don't match with mine. I just want to move to something else. Yeah, that's valid. A lot of people are doing Dead by Daylight right now. A lot of people also doing Genshin. I could try to play Dungeon Crawlers. I would watch. I mean, I don't think that it's gonna spoil the experience to watch someone else playing a dungeon crawler. And since that seems to be like your forte, I think that might work well for you. Honestly, in the past, I didn't have a good enough setup to stream anything apart from art in the past, and back then it was on sites that had very shitty resolutions. But it could help people understand how they play and what they're all about. Yeah, that's true. You could basically use them to help people get a hang of it before they actually play. I could just speedrun the ones I know. Honestly, as someone who comes from a different speedrunning community, I am not the kind of person who speedruns everything. But there are some games that I specifically like to speedrun. I would watch a speedrun of a dungeon crawler. The reason is because dungeon crawlers take a lot of time. Yeah, they do. They look like they do, at least to me. Oh yeah, yeah. The level grind, I could imagine. Especially with what you told me about this guy. I'm still laughing at like how stupidly high the numbers for the levels are. They are in my wish list. Honestly, I'm waiting for them to get less expensive. I'm pretty confident I could just get in, get a party going, do non-stop quests, ignoring the grind. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. Like you did mention that for some of them, levels do matter to a certain extent, but not like entirely. Like at least unit levels. I'm pretty sure you can pull it off, man. Yeah, on most of them they do. Except for like the stupidity that is this guy is 6. No, I'm kidding. Since you want to have a nice survival rate. Yeah, that's true. The higher the level, the more stuff you unlock. Yeah, of course. That goes with almost anything. Buff spells, healing spells, yeah. Most dungeon crawlers follow a certain pattern, but you can find niche ways to go around that. That's the thing I really like doing. I like finding very niche solutions to certain ways that games are played. That doesn't mean I'm good at it, just that I enjoy it. And since most dungeon crawlers are pretty simple, I can just focus on talking rather than playing. Yeah, that's true. You can basically have the dungeon crawler as your visuals, and then you mostly just talk. Since you did mention that they follow a pattern, so it should be easy to navigate them. Sometimes they could be mindless, like you already know what to do. You're good at multitasking. Good! Good for you! I'm bad at multitasking. Very bad. I'm not really upset that I'm bad at multitasking. I'm just stating that. Like, I have to focus on one thing. If I don't, I lose my concentration entirely. What was I supposed to add? I know I was supposed to add light. Okay, now I know what I'm supposed to add. It's just that I had work experience in customer service. Yeah, me too, man. So I had to learn how to talk while doing other stuff. Yeah. Talking while doing other stuff is pretty easy. But for me, if it's like I'm playing a game and it's a game that requires me to actually look at the screen, nah. However, that came at a price. I can imagine. Oops, that's my phone telling me I should get the hell to sleep. Nah, not tonight. There's a tick inside my head that tells me you have to keep talking. I just can't catch a break and shut up. Yeah, that's valid. Although the experience that got me to do it is not exactly customer service, I have some kind of thing where I do have to keep talking. How do I say this? In class, I was always the one asked to present stuff. So basically, people knew me as the person who could just talk about whatever. And then, if you're also the kind of person who has like internal monologues in their head, it kind of predisposes you to also think, oh shit, I need to keep talking. Most of the time, you might hear my throat go dry. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That happens to me. Both my throat drying up and also my throat actually hurting or me starting to cough. But yeah, that's true. Usually, if you have a customer service job or anything that requires talking to people a lot, it does kind of tend to do that kind of thing to you. Like in medicine, I have to ask patients, I have to ask them how their sickness happened, so basically get a history of their sickness, and then I need to ask them some other information. Though I also do have actual customer service work, so I also know how that goes. For that reason, I'm not mean to people who have that line of work, because usually they've already been shat on by someone else earlier that day. I don't really want to be the kind of person who does that to people. Like, your day already sucks because you're working a job that most of the time it's not a job that you like, and then you have this customer who's like over something that could be easily fixed. Where's that layer? Oh, okay. Basically, the part of the artwork where I just cheat and say, if I put light effects and shit, it would probably make the thing more atmospheric. I needed some money for uni, yeah. And there's no shame in working those kinds of jobs. I mean, those are basically the jobs that someone has to do. Most people who enter customer service jobs do need it to study. Once I got back into uni, I just quit that job. Yeah. Pretty much. It's also very common here. A lot of people take specifically jobs where you talk on the phone. We call them call centers. You talk on the phone, usually a technical support kind of thing. Sometimes it's not. It's actually kind of common. Oh shit, did I delete the original? Damn. Well, at least I'm done with this one. I think I'm done. No, I'm not done. I hate this. It's like you do an artwork and you're like, I'm done, and then you see something that's wrong with it, and then when you post it or whatever, you see more stuff that's wrong with it. But I decided after a very long time not to be a perfectionist about my art. Done is better than perfect in this field. There are other fields where I can decide to be as close to perfect as possible. I mean, it's not possible to be 100% perfect, but there are jobs where you need to be as precise as possible. Art isn't exactly one of them. Shit, I have so many folders for art, man. Years and years and years of drawing. I don't feel like redrawing the bird in the signature, so I'm just going to like copy paste the signature. Good job. Wait, what color is this? Okay. There we go. Crayon. Nah, this is thinner. Wait. Why did it open Zoom? Don't do that. No one will know. Yeah, no one will know. No one will know that I just copy pasted my signature. I mean, I can, but it takes too long to get this part right. Nah, actually, I don't like using the ones with a virama. Sorry, but I'm gonna yeet you out. Oops. Shit. My handwriting is terrible today. I've been cutting too many things. 2021, August 7th. No nudes. I'm not even sure if that window could be seen. Oh, it couldn't be seen. When I'm drawing, I also run into the issue of like, should I add more? Should I add effects and stuff like that? Maybe just a subtle effect like that. Ah, shit. I keep opening the wrong stuff. I cannot believe that took me 2 hours. I feel like I should have done. I feel like I should have taken less time doing this. Do I have anything else from 2011 that I want to redraw? I kind of feel lazy tonight. I don't want to do more. 2010? Nah. Nah. These are cringe. Fine. Let's do this one. What the fuck? 2009 art, man. I feel old looking at it. I feel very old. What's the size of this one? 376, 362. Okay. Let's just make it 400 by 400. I feel old just looking at this shit. It's like 2009 is 12 years ago, I think. Yeah, 12 years ago. Why I even kept my 2009 art, I have no idea. I really don't. What kind of thing did I use for this? I'm pretty sure I just did this in Paint. I should probably also do this in Paint. Nah, it's too clean to be done in Paint. The anime fans staple at some point. Hockey. At least American fans. No, because the thing is, like, there's always this joke about how American anime lovers, Western otaku basically. Otaku means something different here and it's not nice. Like, to be called an otaku is a badge of shame, basically. A lot of American anime fans are very, how do I say this? They really like hockey. But hockey is very common here. I see it in the grocers. So there's not really that much of a, I don't know, there's not really much of a incentive for me to eat hockey. Like, it kind of loses its specialness, so to speak. But since this thing is low effort, I feel like I won't be hating myself as much for doing this. I don't actually even do like the circle thing to figure out how to draw a head. Except for today. I haven't really drawn humans in a while. I used to eat Pocky. The ones that we have here are not too sweet. Even the chocolate ones are kind of bitter. I prefer it that way. I have heard that Pocky being sold in other countries is very sweet. I find it to be more like a once-in-a-week snack. Yeah. It's not something for every day unless you're a primary school kid. Because when I was in primary and secondary, high school basically, I would always have Pocky as a snack. But that's because it's relatively cheap here. It's not very expensive as food. But it's more like a snack thing. It's not like something that's intended for every day. Glad to see there isn't that much that changed to the way that I draw hair. But at least the way that I sketch isn't as I don't know how to call this, but this kind of really, really wide grin. I have seen it in very specific anime when I was a kid. And I used to think that it was the cutest thing. It's freaking... And the eyes! It just reeks of, like, kid trying to draw in anime style. And my current style is decidedly not very anime. Oh shit, I put the eye too close to the ear. Back in the day, I would just draw and not care if it looks ugly or whatever. And then now I just overthink every step of the process. Like I think, oh my gosh, I made a mistake here. Or this looks awkward. I feel like there's a certain charm that the original anime styled ones have that is lost when I redraw it in this new style. But I mean, I really do have to do something about this freaking hand. Shit. How do I convey that that person is looking here? Yeah, I think that's more like it. Because the eye is like there, and then there's no white here. Sometimes I actually wonder how my art would be if I continued drawing in an anime style. But I decided that it's not a style that makes me happy. There's also another type of dungeon crawler I could play. Darkest Dungeon. Let me Google that real quick. Very uncultured man here, sorry. Oh, it's a gothic themed one. Oh, okay. So it's not a JRPG type one. Not that I really have a preference. I don't really mind if it's a Japanese RPG type or a Western style one. But I have this thing for gothic stuff, castle stuff. When I was a kid, I had this thing about knights, like medieval knights wearing armor. I love that shit. It's hard as fuck. It has permadeath. Damn. So like one life only kind of shit, right? And then you have to like play it again from the beginning. You're in for a treat then. Yeah, honestly, this sounds like the kind of thing that I would play. If it's hard, I will probably fail a lot. But for me, it's like as long as I'm enjoying it, I don't really mind having to repeat it a lot. Graphics-wise, it seems to be like appealing to me. But like between this Gaia and this one, Darkest Dungeon, I don't really have a preference. Like I won't say that I like one better because of the art style. As long as it's a fun game, the announcer of the game is the best thing ever. And now, shit, I cannot spell the word announcer. Wait a sec. Oh, I'm not sure if it's this one. You should look up a review of the game. Okay. Yeah. The narrator is the ancestor of the player and former owner of the estate. After a lifetime of debauchery. Of course. Of course. Darkest Dungeon review. Okay. Every action... I get a bit hard when I hear his voice. Every action you take has its weight. Yeah, so a lot of the reviews are saying it's great. Dungeon diving and tomb raiding must have been staples of PC gaming for decades, but Darkest Dungeon is the first time I felt how awful this quest must be for the people involved. The narrator has so much style. Nice. Sits in the roguelike genre, randomly arranged rooms, permanent death, and the fear of what mysterious challenges lie ahead. Even before the fish people turn up and are troublingly untroubled by bleeding. This is a game that's horrid in a way that means you cannot look away. What's the continuation there? I was feeling pretty good during my first few hours of Darkest Dungeon until I met the Collector anyway. Not good, of course. More specifically, you could say I was feeling terrible. What kind of person would say they feel terrible? They feel good when they feel terrible. That's just... But if you're only feeling terrible in Darkest Dungeon, you're actually feeling pretty good. One guy in my adventuring party had rabies! Another had become paranoid. The third was edging towards something that would have turned out to be masochism of some stripe. Still, we had been at it for only 4 or 5 rooms, so what do you expect? Only rabies? Only a little masochism? What's the problem? The head was a flaking skull, and under the trench coat, more skulls. Nice. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy that one a lot. The head, by the way, was a still this was okay until I saw his HP 70 out of 70. Even that was still pretty okay until he started summoning floating spine type things with heads that match the heads of my own team. I like bones as an aesthetic. I feel like I'm going to hate this I feel like I'm gonna hate this mob, but I feel like I'm going to really enjoy the design. Motherfucker drops the characters' heads. The Collector got it. Also got killed, all of us, a mega wipe. And here's the thing, the Collector is not a boss. Each head gives you a different bonus. There's a decent list of bosses in Darkest Dungeon, and the Collector is not on it. This is presumably because the Collector does not have what it takes to be a boss. He doesn't make the cut. The Collector with his head that is a skull, with his body that is also skulls, is just too reasonable. Wow. So I'm looking at the art that comes with the review. It's beautiful, man. Heavy line stylings of a House of Usher horror comic. Yeah, I do like the thick outlines, honestly. Small facets of the mechanics, like the way that hunger is a sort of randomized tax. What? What do you mean hunger is a tax? What the fuck, man? Foisted on you when you least expect it, or the manner in which the ever-decreasing light when you're out adventuring means that you cannot catch a breath between encounters without sacrificing a few of the torches you've hopefully remembered to bring with you. The co-founder of Red Hook Games is the main artist of the game. Damn. This is really good art then. Barbatosa or something. It's even more beautiful than that. Low light increases danger but also ups the rewards, tempting you towards trouble. Yeah, I feel like I'm the kind of person who'd forget torches on purpose for more rewards. His style is so unique and good. I'm looking at the trailer right now. I like his style actually. Some of the fine detailing will have come from the game's relatively lengthy spell in early access, but not all of it. Their logo is a grasping Cthulhu tentacle. I'm waiting for the beta of the second game this year. I feel like I just on principle, I probably have to do this first. I could see a screenshot here and I really like the art. I'm always up for a challenge, but I feel like I'm really going to hate I'm gonna hate myself playing this. Got meaner and more imaginative in its barbarity. It's a pretty villainous thing even in its most basic incarnation. An ancient country house sits on top of a terrible secret, and it's your job to explore the ruins that lie beneath, sending crocodile teams of 4 heroes slinking out into the darkness where they can loot treasure, spring hideous traps, read disturbing books from sagging shelves, and engage in turn-based battles. Okay. Even on the easy difficulty. Okay, noted. I'm going to play on easy for sure. The twist is that your team's mental health counts for as much as their physical health. That those disturbing books you encounter can do more damage in the correct situations than a pigman's corrosive. Yeah, that sounds about right from the person having rabies, another person being paranoid. I actually like the idea of like characters' mental health affecting your actual gameplay. That's actually really nice. Battles would give you more than enough to think about. Take the unused unusually imaginative classes: occultists, lepers, the abomination who can shift between Jekyll and Hyde forms at great inconvenience to his friends, each of them bringing their own attacks and perks, and each of them ensuring that you need to factor in a specific preference. Yeah, your characters have this mechanic called stress. I feel like I have that mechanic too, IRL. Uh, Take the fallen bodies of your foes, which remain in situ until you waste attacks on removing them, creating blockages, sometimes allowing for devastating reanimations. Wow. I'm trying to look. Oh, yeah, the stress system. Slowly building up with every misfortune and every dimming of the torch until a personal cataclysm sends a hero to the brink. When you hit 100%, when you hit 100 stress, there's a 75 or 25% chance that they either go afflicted or heroic. What did they find at the brink? Sometimes masochism, paranoia, or selfishness, each with their own penalties. Sometimes something more virtuous. They rise to the occasion and become emboldened, but not very often. So that's what you mean by heroic or afflicted. The afflicted one is the masochism, paranoia, or selfishness thing, and the heroic path is like when they get like a boost and stuff. And if you hit 200 stress, your character has a heart attack. If the next time they hit 200 stress and are at 0 HP, they die. Permadeath, am I right? You would not choose to risk it, just as after a while you may choose not to risk opening the game's treasure chest, which may contain loot or may contain a disease or something worse. That's so sad, man. Like, you open a treasure chest and all you get from it is sick. Damn. Wait. If H.P. Lovecraft had been a game designer and a parent and had spent an afternoon in the park fretting over what his kid was likely to pick up and put on his mouth, he might have conceived of Darkest Dungeon. Stress and its afflictions also bring a strategic side of things to play. So, repeating quest types, you return to the hamlet, blah blah blah. Unforgiving but fun. That's actually something I feel like I'm gonna enjoy. Like, as long as I'm having fun, even if I'm suffering, who cares, honestly? You can also treat your heroes at church or at the bar, locking them away from mission in the hope that a little gambling or a little flagellation will lower their stress. Or you can pack them away to the sanitarium to remove some of the quirks and diseases they have picked up the last time they ventured out, or to lock in others that actually improve them as a character. Damn. Enlivened through kinks that may see one hero unable to do anything other than gamble, while another simply must drink to soothe their ills, come together with permadeath and a character roster that inevitably leaves something to chance as it chucks new heroes at you, each with their own starting quirks to create fascinating personal problems for you to solve. Also, you should never get used to a character. Yeah, this review also says that even if you feel like you get their attack types well, it could shuffle things up. He'll eventually die. Ah, okay, I get it. Don't get attached to a character. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. There are problems you'll encounter long before you hit the veteran quest that can undo you in truly alarming speed. You need gold and other resources to heal your heroes and upgrade your town, but traps mean that looting is dangerous. So, however, it's not looting because your heroes are going to need help. Help with all those psychological problems they may have picked up through looting. I haven't even played it yet, and in a game design perspective, I think it's really well designed. Like, they really thought about this. It's dark wit and its love of grot and gills and grime. Medieval stuff plus rot? Sign me the fuck up. 2D art is wonderfully unstinting when it comes to the rugged, bruised, and hollow-eyed men and women you lead through these dank, crumbling ossuaries, while the animation, although simple, breaks things down into a weighty and bone-crushing series of heroic lunges and miserable cringes. The bosses are disgusting in the flesh as they are cruel in their tactics, and very best of all is the narrator mocking, undermining, luring you into overconfidence, and then berating you for it in the kind of gloriously ornate language that Lovecraft himself loved to scratch onto the page. You told me that the narrator is great, but I think I'm going to really love the narrator character. The narrator is a reminder that you ultimately are the chaotic element here, the element that turns a fair game into an unfair one, the element that can't resist trying out the final dungeon area with a hopelessly underleveled party, and must therefore reap the consequences. You mentioned permadeath, but is it like character permadeath or like when you die, you have to repeat the game? You should really listen to some of the narrator's slides. I'm gonna do that right now. Let me go on YouTube and search for the narrator. Darkest Dungeon narrator. Best lines! Yeah. He's like a badass hype man in the background. Characters just die. Okay. But yeah, permadeath mechanics, that's fine. There are
Remind
ways to get
yourself
them
that
back, but it's pretty
overconfidence
rare.
is a slow and
Yeah, I can
insidious killer.
imagine.
Precision and power.
Oh shit, I cannot hear anything. Wait a sec. There's something wrong with my... There's something wrong with my speakers. Hang on a sec.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Precision and power. Masterfully executed.
He has so much personality.
Balls.
I like this this voice actor. He did a good job.
A devastating blow. A powerful blow. Impressive. Decimated. Annihilated. Destroyed. Eradicated. Obliterated. The ground quakes. Continue the onslaught. Destroy. Then more. A moment of valor shines brightest against the backdrop of despair.
I could listen to this narrator all day.
And improvement. Many fall in the face of chaos, but not this one. Not today. How quickly the tide turns. Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness. The will to fight falters. Dazed, reeling, about to break. Mortality clarified in a single strike. Festering fear consumes the mind. Unnerved, unbound.
Oh, these are the pigmen.
Survival is a tenuous proposition in this sprawling tomb. Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
I love the designs of these bosses, man.
Hold fast or expire. In the pursuit of glory. Grievous injury. Palpable fear. Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered. The abyss returns even the boldest gaze. Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It sounds about right that the guy's going to how do I say this? Read audiobooks of Lovecraft novels. Yeah, that sounds right. Wayne June. Damn. What a guy.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss. This is no place for the weak or the foolhardy. A hand's breadth from becoming unwound. Weaken. Perched at the very precipice of oblivion. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
He encourages you, but at the same time, he enables you to do bad choices. Hi, Hayes! Hi!
The human mind, fragile, like a robin's egg. Behold, the abyss is made manifest. More blood soaks the soil, feeding the evil therein. Failure tests the metal of heart, brain, and body.
That's actually the entire video. He hypes you up during battle, but if you get fucked over, he just mocks the shit out of you. Yeah, that sounds about right. So right now, while I was looking at the video, I was looking for references of someone holding sticks of Pocky. And apparently there's a Brazilian orange flavor. There's a blueberry flavor. I haven't heard of like some of these flavors. And we have weird ones. Like really weird ones. Giant Pocky. Okay, boy, back to the void for me. Have fun! Thank you, you too. Ah, shit. I lost where I was. I lost my thing. Some guy was paid by some marketing agency to hold hockey sticks like this. What the hell? Artist problems when you don't have a reference, you're just holding up your hand and trying to draw it. Mirrored. Oh shit, why is that dark? I'll take it. So right now what I'm doing is I'm holding out my hand with my tablet pen and then trying to remember how it looks. I mean, I could just take a picture of myself, but the hassle. Okay, so it's sort of more like that. No, that is not the approach. Ah, shit. How much is this game, though? Darkest Dungeon. No, that's not what I meant to look for, damn it. 25 US dollars. How much is that in my money? There's a tablet edition. It's usually for sale from time to time. Yeah, I'm gonna look forward to that. There's also a Switch version, but and the PS version. The arrival of the second game is close. Okay. I'm just looking at the tablet edition only on the reasoning that it's $5. The ratings are pretty bad. It's a bad port. Okay, ignore. Tablet edition is a bad port, apparently. Touch input is something you have to fight because it was designed with mouse and keyboard in mind, never optimized for touch screen. The game doesn't fill the screen, the aspect ratio doesn't match, the game crashes frequently. If you receive a notification while playing the game, audio will be silenced and never will recover until the game is restarted. Trying to change character name zooms the screen in a broken way and becomes stuck. 70, yeah, that's a really good discount. First of all, I am a fan of Darkest Dungeon as a game, but this version of it specifically is terrible. All the descriptive pop-ups that come up when pressing stuff appear directly beneath your finger. How does a rational human being even do that? The tiny text can't even be read because your own finger is obscuring most of it. Interacting with the interface is rough as well because there's no distinction made between selecting something and actually activating it. You have to press and hold stuff to get those pop-up descriptions telling you what it actually does, and if you just tap something, it immediately activates it. The game was originally built to be played with a mouse, so a lot of vital information on what the hell UI elements or items do is completely hidden from you, normally requiring you to hover the mouse to see it pop up. So you have to press and hold on everything just to see what it does, and if you accidentally tap it instead, it instantly activates it. And those vital pop-up windows will be tiny and hidden by your finger anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch the tablet edition. Fuck that. Yeah, I kind of gave up on the trying to visualize my hand thing. I'm gonna take a picture of my hand real quick. Not going to like show it, but just so I have this. Okay. Okay, I think I see what I'm wrong. Ah. For some reason, Vocaloid songs are in my head right now. Break my heart a million times, it always this. Why are you drawing those ugly parts of the fingers? It's my style. Yeah, 70% of 25 is... I cannot do the mental math right now. Oh shit. Yeah, that's not bad. $7 is like a couple meals, but like... that's- Which one is it again? No, not this one. Oh shit. It's starting to lag a bit. I think I could do with making it sweet. I'm just lazy to draw another arm. Oh, no wonder the lines are so thin. I used like a 1 pixel brush. Good night, man. Going back to sleep? Oh, I just saw the rest of your messages now. Sorry. Okay. Sleep well. Sleep well, man. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna wrap up anyway. Catch you later. Aiko! Oh, no, it's okay. You can continue drawing. I'm almost done anyway. Didn't know I can watch while streaming, honestly, but yes! Hi. Yeah, that was what I was doing as well. Since people aren't like really, how do I say this? Since when you have OBS, you can choose to only capture like your current window. So the rest of the windows won't be seen. This isn't like 2011 where, yeah, wait, let me see. Here to support me. I appreciate the fish. I've never been so calm in Valorant. Music is bomb. I love this shade. Honestly, I'm very, very happy to see your progress. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. Let me. Ah, crap.